Okay, great to see like a lot of folks like on the weekend, and like we are glad to host this event as a title sponsors. And when we started this discussion about like doing an event ABC, couple of weeks back, I was really excited. Okay, today like I'm going to talk about the state of Web3 user experience. Okay, and where we are, like where how do we take this forward? Okay, and it's very clear trend. Okay, from where it started from 2019. Okay, like there was a lot of buzz about ICOs in 2018. There was a concept of Ethereum which has just came in like in 2018. Okay, like Web3 has been like unstoppable. Okay, there is so many users using it, and almost all the government regulators, everybody like was against it from day zero. Okay, but still like it's like we are Web3 users have been like growing globally. Okay, like especially in the emerging markets. Okay, like these are some of the stats, like how every year there is a growth coming up. And we can clearly see in the emerging markets, this is the first, there is more and more growth. Okay, if you take example of Vietnam, okay, like there is like 7 people out of 10 people have knowledge of crypto and access to Web3. Okay, there is a huge adoption coming in like in the emerging markets and everywhere. Okay, and this is like clear trend. Okay, Web3 is unstoppable. Okay, and this was the latest report by Coinbase, which they announced. Okay, like more than 52 million people in US, like they hold cryptocurrency. Okay, like which is close to like 30% of the US population. Okay, excluding like the hedge fund and the VC and all the other people like who have not even declared it. Okay, like there is definitely like clear trend. Okay, like Web3 Web3 will going to take mainstream, and still there is a lot of challenges in terms of clarity. Okay, like the biggest challenges, right, is the governments were still like not like very not like really supportive on like how do we take the Web3 forward. Okay, like some people wants to consider Web3 asset as a commodity. Some people want to consider it as a security. There is so much going on the clarity from the government side. Okay, especially in Dubai, like we have like got a really good supportive guidelines on like how about the clarity on the crypto regulations. Okay, this is one of the blockers right now for the mainstream adoption. And another biggest problem is like there are like so many products which has but very little users. Okay, like we have seen many projects coming out. Okay, with innovative ideas. Okay, like but like there is only like very little number of users using the product. Okay, if you take example of the biggest protocols. Okay, if you see DYDX like in the last week, it did like $7 billion worth of volume, but all of this volume came from only 150 people. Okay, it's only like it's driven by only like very small niche. Okay, like it's not like the mainstream people is still yet to come to like use crypto. Okay, and another biggest challenge, okay, everybody like is facing like in crypto, the complexity of onboarding to crypto. Okay, like anybody like who wants to get into crypto, onboarding isn't straightforward at all. Okay, like the steps involved for a mainstream users. Okay, let's say like you have centralized exchanges, you have wallets, you have other fintech products. Okay, when you compare to other fintech products, in Web3, the user experience is like you need to do like 10 to 15 steps to like achieve something. Okay, that is one of the biggest biggest blocker right now, like in terms of user experience. Okay, when can we get the mainstream adoption? Okay, like what are the biggest blockers in terms of user experience? We have to eliminate the concept of seed phrase. We have to eliminate the concept of private key. Okay, the moment there is a concept of you need to manage your seed phrase, you need to manage your private key, people will stop then and there. Okay, like a lot of mainstream people will stop then and there. Okay, right now the state in the Web3 right now, we have the products which is being built out, it's too technical. Okay, we have to like abstract a lot of things. Okay, like you going back to the history, right? History of Web 2, like Web 2, how they were able to navigate. Okay, Web 2 when it started in 2002, okay, like there was a lot of like it was the whole idea of Web 2. It's driven by content. Okay, like how did like Web 2 navigate this adoption? Okay, how did Web 2 get a mainstream adoption? Okay, so this is one of the like the Google showed us like how they were able to navigate. Okay, the biggest catalyst at that point in time which played like they crawled so much content like across like everywhere, and what Web 2 has shown us, when you have when you abstract more and more things. Okay, let's say right now like SMTP is a protocol which is like Gmail is built on top of it. Okay, like if we are in a state, we are forcing users to use SMTP in Web3. Okay, we need to have a Gmail moment like in Web3. Okay, that's when people will start using it. Okay, like how can we like reach that? Okay, like this is one of the first thing which we want to show. What like Web 2 has shown us, we have to reduce discoverability. Okay, like to do anything in Web 3, you have to navigate 10 different steps. Okay, how do you like reduce this number of steps for discoverability? That's how like we have to like navigate. Okay, like to come out of the blockers in Web 3 onboarding. Okay, now like as I said, what they did was they like took an input from users, and they wanted to get what they wanted in return. Okay, they never wanted like they never like gave us steps how something needs to be done. Okay, like I just want some data, I just search it, I get it back. Okay, how do we reach that stage like in Web3 era? Okay, if you take the examples in Web3, the biggest use case of Web3 which has worked seamlessly so far is DeFi. Okay, like DeFi, like when we started like DeFi like started like in during 2019. Like DeFi has a lot of use cases. Okay, like lot of use cases which is in a still at a stage of replicating the existing financial primitives. Okay, like be it a lending, be it a like borrowing, like trading, everything. Like we are just replicating whatever we had in the traditional finance. There is definitely there are some innovations, such as there is a concept of flash loan, there's a concept of money Legos, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the current stage of like when you consider DeFi as one of the biggest use case of Web3, current state of DeFi, it's too technical. Okay, like you let's say you want to do trading. Okay, like you need to understand, like you need to go to some some exchange, and you need to choose some asset, you need to choose the like what you want to get in return, and you want to choose a provider who will give it back. So there is so many steps. Okay, like so now at Selfchain, what we are doing, like we are taking a mainstream approach. Okay, like we are taking a natural language and like converting it to actual output. Okay, I'll just say, okay, like I'll just say I want to buy something for the best price. Okay, like so our system, like the self chain will take the text and it'll interpret into like an intent which could be understood by any of the existing Web3 protocols. Okay, and all the discoverability we will eliminate. Okay, there is the on the process we are eliminating the concept of the wallets, we are eliminating the concept of chain, we are eliminating the concept of network. Okay, all of this abstraction we are doing it through just like intent based system. Okay, in the recent trend, right? Okay, like in the recent trend, okay, like intent system has been like very much used. Okay, like by the invention of chat GPT, there is so many people have got adoption. Okay, like you just, okay, like other day, like I was just chat GPT released a new version. Okay, like where you just post a picture and just try to get an explanation, like you get explanation, like you get the analysis of entire picture. Okay, you with the recent developments of chat GPT, there is more and more like people are moving towards like command based operations. Okay, like this can also lead to growth like in Web3 as well. Okay, when you have LLM, like when you have natural language to do certain operations, this can be like integrated with the voice commands as well. Okay, like let's say you integrate this whole action into Siri, you integrate your whole action into Google. Like so that's when like we get the actual adoption. Okay, when you abstract all the discoverability part. Okay, this is one of the example. Okay, like right now, like I want to like do a swap. Okay, I'll go to Uniswap exchange. I want to convert Ethereum to USDC. Okay, there is like 5 steps to do it. Okay, instead, like I'll just like put a command. Like my command will be interpreted, and it'll also get the transaction steps needs to be done, and it'll execute it through the keyless wallet infrastructure what we have. So the end-to-end user experience improvement is what we are trying to achieve it through self-chain. Okay, and the use cases for self-chain is also gamify. Okay, when it comes to games, okay, like the games have been built for a long time. Okay, it's not something new. Okay, we have been playing games from probably like more than 2 decades, and there are so many great developers. How does the game developers get into Web3, like Web3 layer? The biggest challenge they have also is understanding the technicalities of like creating an account and moving of assets. All of this is very complex compared to what they build on the game itself. Okay, so we are providing an intent system for games as well. Okay, where let's say like in the game I want to perform something. I reach a stage. I want to get some asset after I reach that particular stage. I can just provide an intent. Okay, like as a callback. Like everything else will be done by like our self-chain system. Okay, and okay, something happened. So the way forward for the user experience, right? The way I see it, okay, it's intents plus keyless wallets plus account abstraction is the way forward for like bringing mainstream adoption for Web3, and that's exactly what we are building. We are building a modular intent-centric like access layer. Okay, where we will have close to Web2 experience. Okay, like in the Web3 as well. Okay, and why we are like the right people to build it? Okay, like this is our background. Okay, we have already built a product, Frontier. Okay, like Frontier was launched in 2020 September. Okay, so far we have served like close to 1 million users using our wallet. Like we are one of the we are the major biggest wallet in India. Okay, where we process like close to 100 million volume which gets signed in our wallet. Okay, every month. Okay, like we have been in the wallet space. Okay, we have a mobile app. We have a like asset management portfolio manager. We have a Chrome extension. Okay, we know in terms of self custody, in terms of managing assets, we have been there and we have worked with a lot of customers. Okay, a lot of customers and feedback. Okay, this is the right this is the right reason why we are right to build it. Okay, this is self chain. Like, please join us, and also you can check my Twitter and you can follow us. And we also have a booth. Okay, if you guys have any further questions, like, I'm happy to answer all of the questions.